There are films that give us answers, clear ideas, clear meanings, something we can hold on to. And then there are films that feel like they're asking something without ever quite letting us answer it. The more you try to pin them down, the more they seem to move. Point Break can feel like one of those films. Not because there's nothing there, but because everything seems to be pulling in different directions. This is Beneath the Frame, where we take a closer look at how film creates deeper meaning. Throughout Point Break, we're surrounded by opposites. Fire and water, control and freedom, order and chaos. Orange and blue appear again and again. But they don't separate cleanly. They exist together in the same spaces, in the same moments, and in the same people. So instead of asking what these things mean, it might be more interesting to ask, what does it feel like to be pulled between them? When Johnny first enters this world, he doesn't belong to it. He's structured, controlled, grounded. And yet, something in him starts to respond. In the water, he loses control. He falls, gets pulled under, struggles to stay upright. But he keeps going back, and slowly, it can start to feel like something is shifting. Not replacing who he is, but pulling him somewhere else. His board carries that tension. Cool blues moving into something warmer, something brighter. Like something inside him is beginning to burn. But not in the same way as Bodhi. Not destructive. Something closer to feeling. And Tyler seems to exist somewhere in between. Her colors shift. Blue, green, sometimes something warmer. It can feel like she isn't pulled in one direction, but moving between them. Like balance is possible. There's something about Bodhi that feels convincing. The way he talks, the way he moves, the way he seems to exist outside everything. He talks about freedom, about living outside the system, about answering only to himself. And for a while, it can feel like he means it. But something doesn't quite hold. People around him begin to disappear. Friends, partners, anyone who gets too close. And he keeps moving. Forward. Unaffected. At one point, he describes one of his partners as a kind of mechanism. Something set in motion, something that won't stop, something that moves forward without hesitation. And it can start to feel like that same movement exists in him, like something that burns, but never takes responsibility for what it leaves behind. Even when he talks about connection, about spirit, about something larger, there's a distance, like nothing ever fully stays. And maybe that's part of what makes him feel so compelling and so difficult to hold on to at the same time. There are moments in the film where that tension becomes impossible to ignore. After the raid, Johnny looks at himself, but it doesn't feel like recognition. It feels like distance, like something in him has shifted, and he's not sure how to hold on to it. There's a moment where everything feels free, weightless, open, like nothing is holding them in place, like they've left the ground behind. And yet, they aren't grounded, and they aren't untethered either. In the water, they're always connected to something. A line, a board, something just beneath them. Something that keeps them from disappearing completely. But here, there's nothing. Just the fall. Later, during the final robbery, Bodhi stands in front of something that feels almost symbolic. An orange sun, blue mountains. Something natural, something steady, something that feels like it should remain. And yet, this is the moment where everything begins to fall apart. Trust breaks. Lines are crossed. People don't come back. It can start to feel like the things he talks about, freedom, detachment, living outside consequence, don't hold in the same way they seemed to before. Like something that sounded expansive becomes destructive. When Tyler enters Bodhi's space, everything slows. Fire surrounds the room, and she moves through it, almost like water. Her form shifting, flowing, not consumed, not resisting, just moving through it. It can feel like she exists between these forces in a way the others don't. By the end of the film, that tension doesn't resolve. It doesn't settle. Johnny doesn't choose one side. He lets something go. Not a victory, not a defeat, just release. And maybe that's the closest the film comes to an answer. Not choosing one path, but recognizing that neither one fully holds. When you watch Point Break, does it feel like these forces pull in one direction for you? Or does something else begin to take shape? This is Beneath the Frame, where we learn to sit with what doesn't settle.